This is a crucial moment. If he doesn't hold together now, we can't go to the dyno tomorrow. Third gear. It's turning into a garage jam instead of a race car. As you can see in the footage, we've begun reassembling the gearbox, which Marcin recently overhauled. We're really happy about that, because today it's time to test drive the car, and we have no time to waste. That's why we're using a time lapse. You've seen us take it out, so you don't need to watch us put it back in. And that's why we're going to move straight on to the fun part, which is the test drive. Let's go. Yeah, guys, are we excited? We definitely are, because the gearbox is installed, fully assembled, and the exhaust is secured. And we haven't started it yet, haven't shifted gears, nothing at all. I sure hope it was tested beforehand, right? Mark can manually check if it shifted or went into gear. Just up and down, you know, turning it on the gearbox, but of course that's not running in the car. So, no, I'm really incredibly curious how it shifts now, of course, with all those new gears in it, because that's not normal. And an overdrive that's totally different, of course. With a higher top speed, I don't even know. So now it's less quick shifting, right? Because with the high torque we had, yeah, you had to shift right away. I'm curious what it'll do now. Andy at Sneaky Tuning will also need to reprogram my engine control unit's shift points later. Because soon we'll also have boost by gear. And that's possible now because we're running very low spring pressure. Dan? Yeah, those are all things. You say things. I don't understand any of that. No, previously our minimum was 0.7 bar, but now it's 0.5 bar. If you're using boost by gear, you want the spring pressure as low as possible. If it starts at 0.7 bar, you can't set it lower. But this one starts at 0.5, so how could it go to 0.2? I'm just saying, if that's the spring pressure, okay, you can adjust this one. Start with second gear at 0.5 bar, then increase up to 1.2 bar. Tighten it up, tighten it up. Indeed. Well, let's start the car, put it in gear, and see how it all works. Yeah, it should start strong, definitely. Can I try shifting gears? Yeah. We also got a new shift side, or a shift thing, right? For in the gearbox. So it should shift much more smoothly. 3, 2, 1. Well, start a new one. Well, at least he sounds good. Your wheel is already spinning, and we didn't do anything, of course. Exhaust valve. Yeah, now we're doing it. Alright, first gear. Wow, hold on, I already don't hear a low gear from the gearbox. You used to really hear a lower sound, bro. I keep hearing it, even now already. Yeah, it's just brand new. Yeah, everything is new, just in the gearbox. And I can already clearly hear the difference from those new bearings, bro. Three, one. Third gear. So happy, guys. You have to imagine what a disappointment it was when the gearbox broke, because we already had an appointment with Andy, yeah? And now we're going to go through with it, because next Tuesday we're going there. And yeah, then of course we have to get more horsepower, higher turbo pressure, so I'm excited. We'll park the car, take it for a spin, and go for a test drive. I'm curious. Let's go. Okay, so we're outside with the car now, and we're going to drive our first meters with the revised gearbox. That's what I call it. We drove it outside, but haven't done anything else yet. You can immediately feel it shifts into first gear more smoothly. Because of course the shift point on the shift arm has been replaced, so now it's just super tight. So I'm really curious how it shifts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a crucial moment. If it doesn't stay on Z now, we can't go to the dyno tomorrow. We're also not pushing the car to the limit right now. We'll give it some gas to see if it holds up, so we'll know for sure it'll handle the dyno. This is an important moment.
It also seems the cables need readjustment, since we haven't made any adjustments yet. So it's back to original, reinstalled again, only, yeah, it shifts very differently now, but that's normal with such a refurbished gearbox, so I...
Put a racing jacket on it. Let's accelerate. Almost full throttle because of the chip. Let's go.
Alright, we haven't even reached the public road, and we can already feel a difference.
I rescued 2 dogs in 1.
Oh yes, we also have that overdrive, which is totally different.
But the clutch, that release bearing is lubricated with the right grease. And you really feel that right away. How smoothly that slides, you know, your pedal, you hear your pedal. Yeah, I can already tell that it's running at low revolutions per minute. It sounds wild, but I'm not even driving yet, though I'm already doing 50. Yeah, guys, really. And the way this shifts, right? Yeah, before we had a bit more play in all of this or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's also partly in your head, right? Grab.
Yeah, those cables were completely disconnected, so they might be attached differently now.
Haha, I do want to get on the highway for a bit, because then at least we'll have the right rotation. We've already got that. In terms of revolutions per minute and on the dyno, that's how a car like this runs, of course. What will it be? 150, 160? I have no idea. So maybe it's 180 now. So yeah, guys, really. And I'm actually glad that we managed to fix it in just a week. Usually, when something goes wrong, we try to fix it ourselves, which takes a long time. Because you have to figure out how something like that works yourself. And now we've outsourced it, so that thing is just done right away. Usually drag races happen on the street. Let's say you go from 2 to 3 to 4 and not full throttle, 1, 2, 3. Not really on the drag strip, no, so I do want to set a drag time once. I think it would be really fun to see what that car can do. Other than that, I'm not giving my all every time.
I do have to say, we still smell a certain odor. That's just the transmission oil on.
The exhaust.
Because the underside is just
Covered with...
transmission oil.
We cleaned it some, but some spots are unreachable and won't come off on their own. Spotless. Well, good news, the 3rd and 4th gears are working. Hey, I'll be honest with you, I really do have complete trust in Martian, you know, the way he built that gearbox. Mr. Speck, by the way, it's the 1st Monday of the month.
I was watching, looking for the police.
Yeah, they turn on that bell for us. What do you call it? That siren? Watch out, the twins are on the public road. Five. I don't need 6 anymore. We really have to here too.
Very happy with it.
Do it. It stinks, huh? We'll still do it anyway. All trust, actually.
I can actually feel those last right at my feet.
Yeah, you had that damn thing there. Martin. Once I master those shifts, it drives so well, man. At that murder location, right? That matte, empty green. I really think that's a cool color. In the meantime, it's also really important that you can hide something like that in the bushes, a truck like that. That's why it has that matte green color, of course. The shape is kind of cool, isn't it? The tunnel is approaching. Open the hatch. Third gear. Like this.
We're standing at the front door of Go Eco Chip Tuning. We just forgot to check Google because they're simply closed. Well, I guess it's normal to be closed on a Monday. We're heading back to the workshop now. Our first test drive went well. Great news.
Hey, you never know what can happen in a second. The basket's just lying weird, but anyway.
Yeah, it was shifting hard for a bit. I think those cables weren't in right, and we're touching the downpipe. Hopefully they have put that back in place properly.
He began shifting gears more. We thought, oh no, but the shift cables expand and then it just shifts really heavily in the end. So against that heat.
Against that hot downpipe. Yeah, that hot
Downpipe, that one is just... It's back again.
We're back. Perfect, we thought we heard it. Great.
Yes, with this insertion, there's no issue. You could say power isn't lacking.
With 0.5 bar boost.
Yeah, because the wastegate regulates itself perfectly. Spring pressure remains at 0.5 bar. And from now on, you can actually control it with the valve that's electronically operated. So if Andy enters 1 bar into the computer with his magic fingers, it will be adjusted to that as well. So I really trust it. And now it stays neatly at spring pressure, 0.5 bar because it's disconnected. We never boost that, yeah, man. Not full throttle, of course. We really need to tune it with Andy first. And yeah, so far it's been really great. And it's only getting better. Yeah. So when he opens that valve, it's really loud. Oh, that's nice. Just close it quickly. As you heard, it's clearly a successful test drive. And now we also know for sure that the car can safely go to Andy with a properly working gearbox and a properly working engine. But this was also the second time we took it out of the garage, or actually the third time, to see if the engine actually keeps running well. It proves itself every time. We're confident that in the next episode at Andy's, the car will work properly. And that the boost can be turned up to actually reach that 5-600 horsepower. So with that being said,
don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and let us know in the comments what you think of the gearbox and how it has been revised. And of course, the facial expressions we had during our test drive just keep getting better and better. So we'll see each other in a new video. Until then, ciao.